What's up everybody, and welcome back to Operation Overhaul. And today we have a special treat. We're going to be working on a Porsche 912. You can see car's been almost completely restored. It's got a few electrical issues we're going to take care of, but in this video today we're going to be doing spark plugs and an oil change on it, just because it was misfiring a little bit and the car was rebuilt not long ago. So if you would stick with me and chum on. Alright, like I said, we're going to be doing an oil change on this. The oil filter is right here, and then the dipstick is down here beside the generator. I like to pull the dipstick out just so I know where to remind me to fill it back up. But here we're going to take the oil filter out first. There's a nut right here, and the filter is inside of here. So this nut right here is a 7/8 or a 22, and they're not very tight on these. And they just thread out, and they got like a little rubber washer right there. Then the cap right here, you just pull it straight up. They can get stuck sometimes. And there's a little gasket in here as well. And down inside is the filter. It's got like a little handle in here. There's an O-ring right here. We'll have to get a pick and pull that out. Like I say, we're going to get a pick in here and we're going to pull this out. There it goes. Now get a paper towel or something, because it will leak and we don't want to get it anywhere on this. Here is the new filter number. This is from Napa. This is what the new filter looks like. Instead of the little pull-up tab, this one actually has a little handle. And wipe off anything that spills, because when you go to push it in, it is a tight fit. And just make sure that it bottoms out. And it does come with a new gasket for the lid. That's what the old one looked like. This one is like a rubber type, where the other one was a paper style, and it just goes in here like that. Just lube it up a little bit. Just push it down. This engine only has about 500 miles on it, so we're not going to change that little gasket right there just yet. We'll probably do it on the next one. Do that. Snug her down. And that's putting the oil filter in. And I'm going to go ahead and change the plugs while I'm right here, and I'll show you that here in just a second before we go underneath and drain the oil. Okay, the spark plugs are right here beside the intake and the carburetor on here. They're down inside there. I'll show you. You can see those little holes where they go. Now there's only 4 on this, as this is the 4-cylinder. I'll move it a bit. Alright, there's only 4 of them because this is the 4-cylinder model. The ones on the back are a little bit harder to reach. You have to go around the back side of the carburetor. And as you can see, this one right here is leaking a little bit as well. But I've already removed the first one just so I can see which plugs I had in there. It did have the Bosch ROs, which is a W7 AC right there. But nobody had those in stock, so we went back with the NGKs. That is the part number right there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the front one on the opposite side because this one's already out. I'm going to move you over there so you can see that. And like I said, I've already removed the spark plug wires, and the spark plug is right here. This does use the 13/16 plugs. Once you break the seal, they actually come out pretty easy. And that is what the old plugs look like. They were burning pretty bad because they did have a lot of gas and it was fouling them out. Now on these new plugs right here, you're going to have to take the tips of them off for this one. And I did check the gap. They're pre-gapped. I'm going to check every one of them just to be safe. Now we're going to try to get to that back side. I don't know if I can show you that one, so I'm just going to remove it and then I'll show you what the plug looks like afterwards. Alright, so we got them all back in now. So it's right here, and let's see if I can get y'all back there. I don't know how well you can see back in there because it's dark, but it's right there behind the carburetor. But we didn't do the wires, like I said, because they are brand new, and we didn't need to change those. We were just going to do the plugs because they were fouling out. And this is what the entire engine looks like. You put your oil in right here, but we're not going to do that just yet because we still have to drain the oil. I'm going to get it up on the lift and show you how you drain it. It's pretty simple, you know, it's not much different from a normal car, but like I said, I just figured y'all would enjoy this content, seeing that it is a nice vintage Porsche. And let me go show you the plugs that come out of it. Here are the plugs that come out of the car. Like I said, the engine was rebuilt about 500 miles ago, but it was burning gas pretty bad and oil and fouling them out. And they don't use a real big spark gap, as you can see from that right there. Let me get it focused. So, but that's them. I did put the threaded pieces back on, but I'm going to get it up in the air and then we'll come back and I'll show you how we drain the oil. So we're under the car now. This is the strainer right here for the engine. It is recommended that you take this off when you do oil changes, but since it is a fairly new engine, we'll wait till the next oil change to do that. And then the drain plug is actually right here. so we got the drain plug back in, tightened it down, and there's another oil filter on it right here on the front. If you can see that number, it is M1205A. That's the filter you're going to need for that one. But we're going to go ahead and lower it back down and put the oil in it, and I'll show you what kind of oil I use on this for the customer, and we'll be right back. Alright, like I said, this right here is the oil that I use, and I already put 4 quarts in it. It holds 4.5 counting the filter, but it goes in right here. And that right there should do it. But that's everything for doing spark plugs and an oil change on one of these. But I'm going to be showing more of this vehicle soon, so if you would just stay tuned for it, and I'll see you on the next video. But if you would, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and until next time, I'll see y'all later.